Mafia 2 came out over summer 2010, so about 15 years ago today. At the time, open world games were still fairly new without much of a formula to go on. 4 years before it, Saints Row was released and shocked the gaming landscape as a possible Grand Theft Auto killer. Saints Row 2 released 2 years after, but was stuck in the shadow of GTA 4 as they released about at the same time. It was still the Wild West for the open world genre, and Mafia has been absent for 8 years by this time. With its return, we got Mafia 2, one of my favorite open world games to date. But I will admit, it's hard to call this game an open world when its structure is incredibly linear. Just that the linearity is stuck inside this sandbox for you to go through the story. By that I mean you can explore the entire map whenever you want. Just that there's nothing to do here really besides collect some magazines. That's probably the biggest criticism for this game. There's just nothing to do outside of its story. For someone like me who likes short, linear style games, it's perfect for me. Mafia 3 was made when games had to be big, just because it was a selling point to be big. And it had the opposite problem where the world was far too vast with Ubisoft style checklist missions that were mandatory, making them extremely tedious roadblocks to get through just for the fantastic story they tried to tell. But maybe we'll get back to that another day. Today we celebrate why I fell in love with Mafia 2. Update: as I'm writing this script, Hangar 13 just confirmed Mafia 4 will not have an open world, but is completely linear. Man, I guess the criticism for Mafia 3 got to them. Mafia 2's entire city is built as a set piece to complement its narrative, not a giant, living, breathing city. It's small, but has all the locations needed for important story beats. There are hits you can find as you check out wanted posters, but they're not anything special. You're not going to go off the beaten path and discover something crazy besides these playful bunny type of magazines. You can go around fighting and shooting pedestrians to cause a riot and have the police chase after you, but that's pretty much about what you'll get when it comes to this sandbox. The guns are basic, where you primarily have a rapid fire Tommy gun, a pistol, a shotgun, and a grenade of some sorts. The overall feel is just fine. It doesn't feel smooth as butter, but just good enough where you won't hate it. But you won't choose this over some other, better third-person gunplay. The driving mechanics feel like an easier, more grounded take over GTA 4's. It's interesting to note that this game has an arcade mode and simulation mode for its driving physics. And I've played the game 3 times and have used both modes for different playthroughs. And I'm going to be completely honest, I can barely tell the difference in driving model at all. The cars become weightier and require slightly more brake control since they're more prone to sliding, but it doesn't turn the game from Grand Theft Auto 4 Lite to Gran Turismo 4 Lite. It's far more like going from Need for Speed to Gran Turismo 4, if that makes any sense. Still extremely unrealistic compared to a racing simulator, but more precision is needed. Cars do run on gas and you have to fuel up, but I've never had to fuel up a single time in 3 playthroughs. Simulation mode increases the amount of gas you consume, but it's not a problem at all. You cycle through cars pretty quickly and often enough where this isn't the problem. You can steal cars by smashing the window, but this sets off an alarm and will get you some unwanted attention. Early on in the game, you learn the ability to pick lock, which is like a simpler version of Oblivion's pick locking minigame. This is the safest option, but if you do it right in front of the cop, they will mark your license plate. So be a bit careful no matter which option you choose. The most unrealistic part about driving through Empire Bay is that people actually use their turn signals before changing lanes. Like, have you ever seen that in real life? An interesting tidbit is that at the beginning of the game, Joe makes a comment that the police will come after you for breaking traffic laws, and apparently the developers wanted to add something like that, but they ultimately decided not to put that in the game for some reason. Personally, I'm glad it isn't. Otherwise, you're going to be driving pretty slow most of the time, and the map is decently sized where you're going to need all the acceleration and red lights ran as you can. You do have the option of bottlenecking your speed to the speed limit of the car you're in, if you want to roleplay as a functional citizen. I also gotta mention, if you activate the speed limiter for a turn, it's like a gentler, smoother e-brake, which this game does have. Thankfully, every car handles pretty differently, and there are shops where you can upgrade your car's parts or change the color or license plate of your car for the aesthetics, but it also has the benefit of getting your wanted level removed. Speaking of, there are two different wanted levels. One is a wanted level for your car specifically. As long as you're in that vehicle, the police will come after you. The second is for your character. To get rid of that, you can run to a phone booth and pay an exorbitant fee like $500 to bribe the police, or you can take the easy way out and just change your clothes. Works for me. Mafia 2 is a pretty basic game, extremely short as well. You can beat all 15 missions within 12 hours. There's not much in terms of replayability or post-game content because really, it doesn't have those. It does have DLC where you take on waves of enemies and a short snippet of cutscenes, but they're so generic you're better off playing something else if I'm being honest. So, even with the lukewarm criticism, why is Mafia 2 considered one of the greatest games of all time? And that's simple. It's got immaculate vibes. At the start of the game, the radio plays classical tunes from the 40s and evolves as time goes by to the rock and roll of the 50s. I wish I could play the music to give you a taste, but the soundtrack is filled with some of the best licensed music of all time, and I'm not allowed to play them. It introduced me to one of my favorite jams of all time, that's for sure, which is Why Do Fools Fall in Love by Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers. It's an absolute banger from someone who passed away far too young at the age of 25. I also have to recommend my other favorite song to relax to, Come Softly to Me by the Fleetwoods. Mafia 2 is definitely a stop and smell the roses kind of game. You're often driving around in a car with a companion as they fill you in on what's going on. The characters are all charismatic and likable. Our protagonist, Vito Scaletta, is doing what he's doing alongside his best friend Joe so they can live comfortably. No real malice. You really end up hoping for things to work out for them so they can live it up easily. Vito's a family man. Not only is he trying to live a good life, but he's also providing for a single mom and sister too. This really is a story of working hard to live comfortably. Just that Vito has no patience for honest work, so he's gone underground to take a shortcut to get there. And as we all know, such means often have their consequences, especially when it comes to being able to ask yourself, who can you really trust in this business of family and friends when it's all tied to being crooked collaborators? Before I go on to give a heartfelt recap of the story, feel free to come back after playing the game for yourself first. Trust me, you won't regret it.
My name is Vito Scaletta. I was born in Sicily in 1925.
Vito lived with his family in the old country. Not much of a childhood for him to remember aside from his father deciding to leave Sicily so they may start a new life elsewhere. A better one. In America. Empire Bay inspired something inside of him as a kid. But at the same time, the grime was filthier than anything he's ever witnessed. The American dream, more like an American nightmare. His father went and worked for the guy at the docks who helped him immigrate, but the money he earned primarily supplied his alcoholism. Vito had to learn English in order to go to school, but he couldn't do that in a neighborhood that only spoke Italian. That's where his best friend comes along. Joe taught him the ropes, not only in English, but how to make the big bucks, just kinda under the law. He was the first person he could trust here in America. Someone who was kind to him, and he was kind too. They were the best of friends. One night, during an operation, Vito was handcuffed during a failed escape. They forced him into an army during the war. Just at the tender age of 18, he had to help the Americans invade his home in Sicily. There's no loyalty here, just obligation for what must be done to survive. He was a part of Operation Husky, where their plane was shot down and they were bailed out by a local resistance group. Soon after, Mussolini invaded their town as Vito and his squad go in to rescue them, but they're ambushed and overpowered. As Vito nears the edge of his life, Mafia boss Don Carlo tells them he's here to liberate them from Mussolini's soldiers. If they just lay down their assault and surrender, they'll be seeing their families later that day if they accept. This is Vito's first encounter with the influence of what the Mafia can do. Influence a war. On one of his missions, a Nazi put a bullet in Vito and he was granted leave for a month to go back home to his family.
Vito! Over here!
Joe!
Hey! Welcome home, buddy.
How'd you know?
I got my sources. Come on, let's take a ride.
They reminisce about what's changed since Vito was coerced into the army. How Don Carlo got them off the front lines. Joe mentions knowing people just as powerful. Just don't double-cross them if he knows what's good for them. Joe makes a call and tells them Vito has doctor's orders to stay here due to complications from the bullet. How? Like he said, he knows people. Vito is grateful. More time with his loved ones.
Hi, Mama. I'm back.
Vito, Vito, my boy. My boy's home. I thought I'd never see you again. Francesca and me, we wait.
Hey, sis, what's going
We
on?
wait for you.
Yeah.
Sit down. You must be hungry, Vito. Francesca made you a special dinner, zuppa di pollo.
Wow, looks good, Frankie.
It's a shame your papa didn't live to see this. He would be so proud, Vito.
Yeah, sure.
Vito,
After they give their prayers, Vito makes himself nice at home as he prepares for his first night back in his own bed. Mama is worried when she learns Joe is back in his life. She doesn't want this dangerous man in it. There's cleaner work back at the docks that his father did. He promised her to keep his hands clean and takes her up on her offer to see this generous employer. But on his way out, his sister's being harassed. Before he died, their father went to a loan shark to get some money to help his family. Vito promises her not to worry about it. He'll take care of it. He's not quite sure how. But one thing he is sure about is Joe will know what to do. So Joe sends off his girls and shows them the ropes on how to make big money as quickly as possible. The working man is a sucker and Vito ain't gonna be one of them. He introduces him to Giuseppe to learn the ways of lockpicking so they can lockpick cars and pawn them off to Mikey for money. It's okay money, even when he barters for 100 more. It's nowhere near enough. And Joe gets a cut, of course. Joe gives him a gun and Mike lets him give it a test shot on one of his cars.
Shit. Did I leave gas in that thing?
There's a Polak joke there, but I'll leave it alone.
He crashes at Joe's house as Mama calls and is concerned about him and Joe getting back together. Keeping his promise to Ma, he visits his father's employers to see what he can do for some clean cash. Derek. The boss wants to be called Derek. He's willing to pay him a few bucks to move boxes for him, but this chump work for pennies is a disgrace for him.
I can make 100 times more working for Barbaro Incorporated.
Wait, you said Barbaro? Joe Barbaro?
Yeah, so what?
They're suspicious on how this nobody knows someone as well known as Joe Barbaro. They keep Vito captive in Derek's office as they give Joe a call to make sure he can be trusted.
So you won't mind if I give Joe a call, right?
Nah, go ahead.
Now, where'd I put his number? Hey, here it is.
The phone rings, but no one answers. Tensions rise as Derek eyes down Vito, until...
What'd you say your name was?
Vito.
Vito.
Now that his rep is clear, Derek gives him his assignment to collect some fees.
Easy fucking money, huh? What do you say?
Derek wants his money.
Derek can kiss my ass.
Anybody else got a fucking problem with paying for the fucking barber?
Derek's impressed. Even his bodyguard, Steve, has been having trouble collecting money. As a token of his gratitude, he pays him a little extra. He's now his assistant, so Ma doesn't have to worry about him. He meets up with Joe so he can meet up with one of his old friends and make some big money. His name is Henry. There's a gas shortage and they're going to be selling gas stamps that are worth a fortune. But no violence unless he wants his pay to be cut by a third. They have to find the sister of one of his guys to bust into a safe and steal the stamps. Once he makes it back, they find some bad news. They expire tomorrow, so he has to haul ass to every gas station to sell the stamps. Once that's all settled, Joe leaves him a letter to meet him tonight at Freddy's. The boss needs some money from some guys who owns a jewelry store. They're going to send him a message by robbing him overnight.
Come on, boys. The cops will be here any minute. Move it!
Brian fucking O'Neill?
What the fuck is this?
You crazy bastard, what the fuck are you doing?
Barbaro, what the hell are you doing here, you fuck?
You're a little late, Chief. There's nothing left here for
Fuck
you.
off, fatso. This is our heist. You want to get out of here in one piece, you'd better hand over everything you've
Well,
got.
the sign outside didn't say Brian O'Neill's place. If it did, I wouldn't have robbed it. Instead, I would have set it on fire.
1031 reported at the West Side Mall. Repeat, 1031. Burglary
This
in
is car
progress.
54. We're on it.
And I suggest you get lost before the cops show up.
Ah, fuck!
Kiss my ass.
Vito wakes up with one of Joe's girls, informing him to meet him at Freddy's.
Fuck you, stupid broad! Get the hell back here! If you can't drive, you should stay home where you belong.
She tries to seduce him for some pie, but he finds an excuse to go out and see Joe instead. Henry introduces him to Luca to take the next step to get up into the Mafia.
I'm talking about taking somebody out. Just 'cause someone points his finger at him and tells you to do it.
I was in the war, Mr. Guarino. All I did was kill people I was told to kill. People the president pointed his finger at.
He's a hired arm now. Nothing personal. There is an initiation fee of 5 Gs, but it comes with connections and benefits. They're gonna need some heavy weapons for this one. They will pick up a machine gun to infiltrate this a-hole.
Don't kill me! Please! I got a wife!
You should have thought about your wife before.
anything you want! Just don't kill me! Oh, for Christ's sake!
Don Clemente sends his regards.
But the bastard shot first, and we gotta get Henry out of here. And now.
You shot me in the fucking leg!
They drop him off at Greco the doctor. Henry's a good guy. As he's bleeding out, he gives Vito his cut of the money without hesitation. We can trust Henry.
Vito, hey, how you doing?
No. I just wanted to give you the money to pay off Papa's debt.
Oh, Vito, that's great. I was gonna try and see if we could pay it back in installments. I got a little money. He wouldn't have hurt us.
Don't be so sure, but it doesn't matter now. Here, take
Where'd you get all this money, Vito? You haven't done nothing you'll be sorry for, have you?
Don't worry, everything's fine.
Thank you, Vito. Thank
No
you.
problem. All right, look, I better be going. I don't want Ma to see me. She'll be asking where I got the money, too.
Don't worry, I'll make something up.
All right. Give her a big kiss for
I
me,
will.
okay?
Take care of yourself, Vito.
One of the gas card buyers ratted him out. He's sent to jail and has to keep his mouth shut. Thankfully, they don't know about the other things he's done. As far as he's concerned, he got off easy. He's got 10 years in federal penitentiary. During his sentence, Joe gives him some info to get in touch with Leo, but as he's on his search,
I know you.
You're that fucking guinea who was with Bulwer in the jewelry store. My mom was right. There is a God! So that I could pay you back!
This looks interesting. Want to make a small bet?
Step back! Did you hear me? Break it! Get out of here! Move it!
that old man, that's Leo Galante. He's impressed. Vito could be useful to him. He inquires on how close he is to Clemente to see what's up. He was scammed. Being brought into the family is an order of skill, not price. Luca and Clemente are going to have some explaining to do once he's out. Leo trains Vito to fight and get back at the guy causing all that ruckus. His new technique is to, he's just got a dodge and a counter. That's it.
就是这样子踢他，我踢他。对对，就是个那样子当你当时他也就是个那样子，对，快点踢呀，快点踢！哎呀 ，this no happen if you use tiger style.
His sister Frankie visits to let him know she's getting married. And Mama?
She's sick, Vito. She's been like this for weeks and she's not getting any better.
Look, Frankie. Go to Joe's. He's holding on to my money for me. You get her the best doctor you can find. And, you keep the rest as a wedding gift.
Vito.
No, I mean it. Looks like I'm not gonna need it for a while.
As he's scrubbing the toilets, a pig comes and pisses all over his work, threatening him to clean it all over again. In the shower, the inmates bribe the pig to take care of some business. But Vito's no slouch. He puts his training to the test and pummels everyone that wants a piece of him. Back in his cell, he gets a letter. Mama's gone. The money didn't go to his sister's wedding, but his ma's funeral.
No! Fuck!
Leo and his boys keep watch of the guards as Vito gets his revenge.
Shut the fuck up.
Leo got him into a better spot in the prison and chooses to follow behind Leo instead of Clemente, that crooked bastard. There's 3 families in Empire Bay and Clemente is untrustworthy. He's changing sides once he gets out, and it won't be long. Leo's gonna arrange some favors to get him out earlier.
Vito! Hey, you break out of jail? Ah, jeez, good to see you in regular clothes and on the right side of the bars again. Welcome home. Come on in, come in.
Joe's got him a nice new apartment and some cash and a gun for him to get back on his feet. While Vito was gone, Joe fills him in on what's changed since his sentence. Joe and a new friend, Eddie, go out for a drink. Leo's been telling the inner circle what a reliable guy Vito is. Eddie asks him about his motivations, and it's simple, really. Vito doesn't want to end up like his father, a nobody, in poverty no less. Eddie wants Vito to join him in Falcone. They'll take care of him better than Clemente ever could. They go on a little drive to prove their loyalty and bury a body for the boss. The alcohol wins as they sing a tune on their drive back. Vito wakes up to some kids throwing rocks at his window. It's Joe's childhood friend, Marty. They got a job. They're selling some illegal smokes until a cop shows up for a pack and tells them to get lost if they know what's good for them. At a new location,
This is our turf, and it's gonna cost you to operate here. Now pay up.
You're the one who doesn't get it. You have any idea who you're talking to? One last chance. You walk away now and...
Yeah, I'll tell you who I'm talking to. A fat 2-bit fucking Dago door-to-door salesman hawking stolen cigarettes on my turf. And it's time to close up shop, asshole. Okay, boys. I think it's time for a fire sale. Shit, Joe! Oh, fuck! What do you say now, Porky?
What do I gotta say?
That's what I got.
Come on, hop in that car and let's go.
they meet up with Steve to attack the bastard's home turf. They don't mess with their family.
Joe, watch out!
Thanks, kid.
Eddie has an emergency. Vito meets Eddie as he's introduced to Falcone. He wants Vito to take out Clemente before something stupid happens. That's an easy yes for him after almost being taken advantage of by them. He follows Luca to see if he's involved and what's going on while saving his guys being held prisoner.
Jesus Christ, what is Captain Shitbag here to save the day?
Shut the fuck up, Luca.
Hey, I know you. You're the chump who was hanging around with that moron, Barbaro. I thought you was still rotting in the can. What the fuck you think you're doing here?
Falcone sent me. He isn't too fond of skinny little cocksuckers trying to turn his guys into mincemeat.
If you knew what was really going on, you'd realize that you was better off in jail. But that don't matter now anyway.
Lucas seals himself inside his office as the gang breaks in and teaches him a lesson. For a job well done, Falcone initiates Vito and Joe into the family. Not only that, but Leo's here to talk to him. Vito expresses his gratitude for all he's done.
But you work for Frank Vinci.
Yeah. I would have liked to have had you in our family, but I figured Joe there's your best friend. You guys grew up together, just like me and Frank. Since Joe was working for Carlo the whole time you were inside, I recommended they take you in too when he got made.
Thanks, Leo. I don't know what to say.
You don't gotta say nothing.
You are entering the Society of the Chosen. A society which does not exist to the rest of the world. Our family means more to you from now on than your own family, or God, or your country. If I ask you to kill your own brother, you must do it. Show me which finger would pull the trigger. Repeat after me, Vito. If I were to betray the secret of our way of life...
If I were to betray the secret of our way of life...
May my soul burn in hell, just like this saint.
May my soul burn in hell, just like this saint.
Amico nostra. Gentlemen, I give you our new friend, Vito Scaletta.
You might wonder why I'd take this risk again after spending almost 7 years in a can. You see, where I grew up, the only guys who mattered were the guys who had the balls to take what they wanted.
Whatever you do, gentlemen, stay away from the dope. No dope. That's our policy. You can make plenty of money.
And after years of doing everybody else's dirty work, I was willing to risk anything to finally be somebody.
New home, new life. Vito's made it. Eddie invites him over to Joe's for a new mission. Joe invited Marty to join them. Falcone is happy to now have evidence that Clemente is behind kidnapping his guys. They're gonna take him out before he can strike. But how? Well, Joe's got a
plan.
Shit! Joe, put that thing away.
Eddie, don't worry. It's safe. I just gotta
For
press
Christ's
this.
sake, put it away now. What's the matter
Okay,
with you?
okay. You're such a chicken shit.
They're gonna dress up as window washers and plan a bomb to detonate as Clemente's at a meeting. Oh, yeah. Marty's the getaway driver, by the way. Joe trusts him, but Vito feels like this is far too dangerous for some kid. Joe argues that when Vito was young, he started doing dangerous things at about the same age. So, have a little faith. Marty waits downstairs as they make their way up.
Vito, one more thing. Here, put this on.
Are you fucking serious?
So nobody recognizes us. Just put it on.
Great.
Let's go. Move it.
Hey, you two. You got some more work upstairs waiting for you. Get moving.
That was fucking Henry.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. The yellow, the blue, and the plus, and the plus, the red, and match, and negative, blue, and cross over here. Perfect. Okay, the hard part is almost over.
You assholes! You're gonna die for this!
Get away! Come on, Vito!
Marty! No! No! Fuck! They shot him! He's dead, Vito!
Joe, come on. We gotta get out of here. You can't help him now. Clemente's getting away.
Let's go. I'm gonna kill that fucker.
That's the end of him.
Can't be sure unless we check. This is for it's over. Let's go to my place.
It's been a stressful day. While the mission was a success, the casualties were too high.
Don't worry about the kid. Small price to pay. The main thing is it's...
Small price?
Come on now.
That's my fucking friend you're talking about. I'm sorry, kid. I am so sorry.
As Vito's asleep, his phone rings. It's a bar calling him to pick up Joe. His gun is scaring away all his customers. Joe's lost it. The guilt over Marty's getting to him. Vito tries to get him out, but...
Never should have happened.
Oh, Jesus!
Ah, shit.
You gotta be kidding me. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Welp, good guy Vito has to go and take care of this mess now. He gets rid of the body and brings Joe home before he can finally get some sleep. The following morning, an old friend stops by. It's Henry, and he needs our help. He wants in on the family now that Clemente is gone. He has dirt that Clemente was dealing with drugs and tried to get Leo on his side. So, for his initiation, he has to take down Leo, the very man that set Vito up for success.
Leo? Leo, you here?
How the hell did you get in here? Get out of here! Oh, shove this gun
Leo,
up
put
your...
it away. It's me, Vito.
Vito, what the hell are you doing here? You could have called
Leo,
us.
there's no time to talk. You gotta get out of here. Quick, they're after you.
What?
Look, Falcone wants you dead. The guys are on their way. You gotta get out of
What?
here.
Why the hell would I do that?
Look, Falcone heard Vinci's planning to make a move on him because Clemente lied and said he was in the dope business.
Lied? Vito, Carlo Falcone is in the dope business. Everybody knows that. Clemente tried to muscle his way into the business, so Falcone got rid of him. Now he wants to get rid of us, too, before we make a move on him.
How do you know all this?
I got my sources.
Stop talking, for Christ's sake. Get dressed and let's go.
Why don't we just get rid of whoever Carlos sent to whack me? We got the advantage. They don't know we're expecting them.
I can't do that. I know the guy. I'm actually the one who got him the job.
What? You hired your friend to whack me?
No, not exactly. Look, I don't have time to explain. He's gonna be here any minute.
Okay, wait here. I'll get dressed.
Shit, too late. They're here. Oh, shit, Henry can't see me here. We gotta hide. Quick, before he comes up here. Hey, you can hide under the bed.
Vito,
You gone
what the hell are
nuts?
you doing here?
All right, take it easy, Henry. Put the gun down and send the guys away. I'm gonna explain everything.
Boys, wait for me outside. If I don't come out in a few minutes, come looking for me.
What the hell is going on here?
Look, Henry, Leo's a friend of mine, all right? He helped me out when I was in prison. He pretty much saved my life. And he's the reason I got made. Look, I didn't know he was gonna put a contract out on him. I had to warn him. You gotta understand.
Yeah, but you gotta understand that I can't afford to screw this up. If I let Leo go, Falcone will think I fucked him on purpose and he'll have me killed.
Damn it, Henry. I'm your friend here. I do the same thing for you and you know it.
This has nothing to do with friendship, Vito. This is business.
Look, Leo told me that all of this is because Falcone's into drugs. He's breaking the rules and he wants to get rid of anybody who knows about it.
So what? The only people who aren't breaking those rules are Frank, Vinci, and Leo here. And those aren't the people who pay me.
Vito, thanks for everything. But leave us now. I've had a long, good life. And it's not worth risking your neck to buy an old man a few more years.
No, Leo. There's gotta be a way.
Vito, go.
You owe me big for this one, pal.
What?
Hey, kid.
Leo.
Once again, Henry proves himself to be a good guy. They make a deal so Leo can disappear without a trace. Back at home, Vito's sister's crying on his doorstep. That good-for-nothing husband of hers is cheating on her.
Does he hit you? Does he hit you?
Sometimes.
Son of a bitch, I'll kill him.
No, Vito! Please don't hurt him.
He goes on over and beats on him and makes him swear to never lay a finger on his sister again. If he does, he's dead. Now he better go home and give his sister the life she deserves. Even after all that, she calls him over the phone, pleading for him to leave her family alone. He's changed, and she's not proud of who he's becoming. After he falls asleep, his house is attacked. They're burning it down as he makes his way out of a window and runs to Joe's. They plan to strike back on the a-holes as Joe makes a few calls to see what's up. With everything gone, Joe gives Vito Marty's house keys so he can have a place to stay. The next day, Henry calls him up for a meeting. Falcone doesn't want people in the way of his dope business, so he's going to get rid of the competition, the other Mafia boss, Frank Vinci. Henry's been thinking, if they can sell dope, why can't they? So he has an idea to get his own supply of them from the Chinese. He's confident Falcone will never find out. If he does, worst he'll do is demand a cut. They go to Chinatown and get some dope, but they need a loan first. They go to see Bruno for it, making a deal that he'll come back with more by the end of the week. They make a deal with the Chinese for some dope, but as they leave...
Hello, gentlemen.
Fucking
I
setup.
think you have something for us. Drop the suitcases.
Nice shoes.
Wait a minute, these guys ain't cops?
Kill the bastard! Shoot Vito!
They were almost robbed. The dope is in high demand. They go around getting filthy stinking rich. Falcone knows about the deal, and the cut he wants is way too much. He can't pay back Bruno with his collection money anymore.
What the fuck's going on?
Shit, that's Henry.
Fuck! Who the fuck does something like this, Vito? Them people are fucking sick. Shit! Who the fuck does something like this?
Who do you think?
God damn it, Henry!
Look at this, Vito. You fucking believe this?
The money's gone too.
Here's your fucking membership.
God damn it, Joe. Can't you listen to me for once?
No, I can't. You seen what they done to Henry. You're dead, you slanty-eyed fuck! What the fuck do you think we want?
We want to know why you had our friend killed.
Your friend was a government informer.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Are you crazy?
What you want to do, let him go or something?
We could have gotten more out of him.
Fuck that, he wouldn't have said nothing. These bastards are tough.
Let's just get the hell out of here before the cops come.
The two are in disbelief. They refuse to believe good guy Henry, who's done so much for them, could be a rat. But they need Bruno's money and quick, or else they're dead. So Joe was able to get a big job that pays big. If you're intimate with the story of Mafia 1, close your eyes.
Mr. Angelo?
Yes?
Mr. Salieri sends his regards.
They are given a hit to take out the protagonist of the previous game, Thomas Angelo. A hit for what he did to destroy his own Mafia family. Vito goes on by to Derek's for a mission. He needs a bodyguard as he threatens more people to get more money. But they lay some information to Vito. They knew his dad apparently. His pa would talk all about him all the time. He was mighty proud of his son. But Derek? Derek's the one who killed his dad. When he's non-compliant and being an annoyance, he fed him to the fishes. Things are getting out of hand now as Vito tries to visit Joe, but he's nowhere to be found. He gets a call for a meeting. They ask him if he knows anything about Henry's death, but he reassures them that he knows nothing. He and Joe were handling a job for someone. They know. Henry was working with the feds and the other mob boss is getting antsy with all the rumbling. Guns are pointed at him as he goes to Mr. Vinci to find out where Joe is. But he's kicked out cold and wakes up tied up next to Joe. Vinci thinks he'll be able to get information to save his ass if he tortures them. Why is everyone going crazy and killing each other? He's sure he's next and tries to pry that information out of them. He leaves once they're unconscious. As they wake, they break themselves free and make a run for it.
We'll try to break the pipe. Come on, help me out. I can't do it by myself.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Again. 1, 2,
3.
They go to Dr. Greco to patch up Joe as they learn one of them was mutilated beyond repair. This is the lifestyle they join. Vito brings the dough to Bruno. He knows about Henry's death and how everyone is killing one another and blaming Vinci. He asks questions, but Vito simply deflects.
I don't even know your name.
Vito.
Vito who?
Vito Scaletta.
Scaletta. I knew a Scaletta once. But I must say, you're much better at paying back your debts than he was. His poor wife had to do it for him.
So it was you who lent my father the money?
Your father. Ah, like father, like son. I see you don't approve. But I didn't make him borrow the money, now did I?
Everyone's pointing a gun at each other, and if he doesn't get out soon, he'll be next.
Mr. Scaletta, can you get in, please?
Hey, old man, what are you doing back?
Just get in the damn car. Now. This is our friend, Mr. Chu. This is about you. You fucked up good, didn't you? Started a fucking war.
Got no idea what you're talking about.
Don't fuck with me, boy. I've probably forgotten more about this business than you'll ever learn. Half our guys are dead. Half of Mr. Chu's guys are dead. And now the feds are breathing down everybody's necks. Because of you.
Leo, listen.
You listen. If it wasn't for me, you would have already been taken care of. So you're gonna listen to what I have to say, and you're gonna listen good. What you did in Chinatown, that was because of that cocksucker Henry, right? You know who he was working for when he died?
You mean when he was butchered?
He was working for the feds. He was a fucking rat. That's why Mr. Chu's people did what they did. And that's why the feds are going after Carlo now. But I don't forget my friends, Vito. You did for me, so I did for you. I called in a few favors. Got you one chance to make this right.
Okay, I'm listening.
You're gonna get rid of Carlo. Do us all a favor.
And if I refuse?
You die. Frank and the rest of the commission want you dead. So does Mr. Chu. And to top it all off, you vouched for a rat. You think Carlo's gonna let that slide? You're a dead man walking.
Hey, fellas.
Hey, Vito. The boss wants to see you.
Good. I want to see him, too.
One thing, though, Vito. I gotta take your gun.
Yeah, all right. Here you go.
Well, look who it is. This is who they send? This is an insult. What'd they tell you, Vito? Take care of me and all's forgiven? You really think they're just gonna let you walk after everything you did? Then again, chumps like you never do think about the big picture. But your buddy Joe understands, don't you, Joe?
What the fuck is this?
I could ask you the same question.
Loyalty's a funny thing, huh, Vito? No such thing as friendship in this business. Didn't your old pal Leo teach you that while you're sucking his cock back in the can? You're just a fucking pawn, Vito. It's all you ever were. When are you gonna realize that?
Joe, you just gotta trust me.
You think I give a shit about the feds? All those tired old fucks on the commission? They're using you, Vito. Just like Clemente used you. Just like I used you. Just like that rat fuck Henry used you. You vouched for that piece of shit. Brought him into my house. And now, you dumb fuck, you're gonna pay for it. Now, Joe.
Hey, if you're gonna pull that trigger, do it already.
What are you waiting for?
Vito. Let's shoot this cocksucker.
Remember what we talked
On
about,
tree.
Joe? You're gonna throw all that away? Do it!
2.
Now!
You know something, Carlo? For the last 10 years, all I done was kill. I killed for my country. I killed for my family. I killed anybody that got in my way. But this one, This one's for me.
Fuck.
Fucking prick.
What the hell is this?
It's all right, Joe.
Is it done?
It's done.
All right, then. Looks like a celebration is in order. Come on. Let's head to the cat house.
Sounds good to me.
Come with me, Vito. There's more we need to talk about.
All right, we'll see you over there.
All right. So what's the big secret? Hey, what the hell's going on? Where they taking Joe?
Sorry, kid. Joe wasn't part of our deal.